Well, there was the offer of Bittersugar, our friend in Kyiv, to hop in voice and we could ask him some stuff. I was thinking about keeping it fairly simple and personal where we're not asking anything that would be a security compromise.
Yeah.
But if we want to do that, if you're down, otherwise I can just talk to him and see what's up. I know we're at the 3 hour mark.
Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, that's primary sources are worth their weight in gold. So certainly this is a unique opportunity to get a firsthand account of what it's like there.
Okay, let me see if he's here still. Bittersugar, are you around? Did you see any of the questions? I was semi-AFK catching up on push-ups. Okay, he's here. I'll pull him up into the voice channel that we're in if he goes to the Neuro Discord. Burp, burp. I'm at 1,030 push-ups. And I'm going to put a cap on the 1,060. Some people were adding 10 push-ups by redeeming channel points, but 1,060 is a good amount. Burp, burp. And this should be phone audio, so it may not be the highest quality.
Oh, no problem.
Hello, Bittersugar. Oh, he moved down. What? Hello? Oh, maybe I need to give him permission. I wonder if Discord automatically moves him out. Okay, will it let you stay in the channel now? Hello, Bittersugar. Not sure if you have push to talk on or something. May not be working. Oh, he's back. Check test 1, 2. That's a good question, Causes. Oh, your mic lit up. Hello, hello. I can kind of hear you. Let me turn you up a bit.
Guys.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I got into my settings and I lowered my sensitivity, so I guess now you can hear me.
Yeah. So, hope you're well. Good to hear from you. First question would be, how are you using the internet right now? People have been talking about Starlink. Are you using that or something else?
It remained the same. I'm just using my regular network, 4G network. It seems to work pretty fine. So, first of all, I want to apologize for my English and for being nervous. So if you don't understand something, just ask me to repeat and I'll try to articulate more.
You sound good to me.
Okay, thanks. I turned down the stream so I could join hearing from you, all this love and support, it really helps, especially at night. Because when you lay down in the basement and you hear sirens and explosions, it's really, really heavy, especially when it lasts for 3 days in a row. Today was the first night I've actually gotten to sleep a little bit. It's really, really hard. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was thinking about that actually on Friday. I was really tired because a lot of us around the world have been following the news really closely. We hope for the freedom and survival of the Ukrainian people and so on, and many of us have slept a lot less than normal. I've been getting about 5 hours of sleep a night, and it was like 5 a.m. and I watched Zelensky's video where he was just sending a video saying that he's still here, and I could see the bags under his eyes for being really exhausted and tired, and that courage really inspired me, and I got a big surge of adrenaline, and that's what got me to do this push-up goal and stuff, where I just felt so inspired by his courage, being able to face such a nasty situation and still be strong. So how many hours of sleep have you been getting? You said you got a little bit, like 2 hours or a little bit more?
About 4, but with some kind of breaks, because when siren comes or you hear explosion, you just wake up. Overall, the sleep is not really, how do I say it? I guess healthy, because you wake up from every sound and heart is pounding. We've actually got lucky with the pharmacy store, the drugstore being open. That Thursday, we went into a big line. We were there for like 4 hours before the, how do I say this, first war hour in Kyiv. Not on, the summer when you can't leave your house.
House arrest.
You will be taken.
That's like martial law, yeah.
The Thursday when this all started, we were able to go to the shop and buy some supplies. And in pharmacy, I was lucky to collect the last pack of sedative pills, I guess. How do I call them? Yes, sedative pills. So they've been trying a little bit with panic attacks and other stuff. Especially, they helped my wife because she was really, really terrified. She was shaking, and it was even harder for her to drink water.
Mm-hmm.
So first 2 days were like really, really scary. And actually, nothing bad happened here, except explosions and sirens. But I'm still healthy and have all of my body parts. And I don't really know how people who got their houses destroyed, how did they feel?
But you said that all the infrastructure of your building and stuff is still intact and you're safe there.
Yes, right.
How are you getting food? I think you said you're going to the pharmacy and stuff. You have enough food and water access for yourself?
We went to the pharmacy on Thursday, and from this time we didn't have an opportunity to leave this building because of different stuff going around. We're just scared to leave, and we are asked to stay at home by our local government. So we've got enough supplies before, and as water is still running, so we have something to drink and something to eat from our previous purchases. And right now, this war hour is about to end, and I think we'll go and refill our supplies.
Mm-hmm.
I think there will be lines, big lines, and we'll have to spend maybe the whole day there. But overall, I think if if nothing happens here in Kyiv, especially in terms of missile attacks, everything might be okay, I guess. We are really hoping for these negotiations to work out and for this whole shit to end.
Mm-hmm. So you said you still have running water, your electricity and other things are still intact?
Yes, in my region, in my area, yes.
How far away did it sound like the missiles and stuff were hitting? Because you said you can hear stuff pretty often.
Well, I don't really know the exact distance from me, but the most loud noises were caused by this event that happened next to me, on the next metro station.
Mm-hmm.
There was a tank fight, and we actually went there with my brother to look for a store because my brother's child is sick right now. He got coronavirus, and we needed to get some additional supplies from a pharmacy store, but we discovered that they are closed. And in that region, it was full of, how do I say it? It was full of broken pieces of glass and metal. There were pieces of shrapnel bombs, I guess, which were not exploded. So, as far as we understood, our military forces, they captured saboteur forces of Russia here in Kyiv, and there was a big fight but under the bridge, and there were three burned trucks and one burned tank, and we actually seen a lot of body parts. As far as we understood that corpses were removed, but we saw hands. I saw a part of a rib cage, and I guess it was, something with a piece of lead or something like that. So little pieces of human flesh were still on the ground, and actually it was, really, really painful to watch, especially understanding the fact that, it could have actually been really, really close to us. So still, to this time, we are pretty lucky.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you're okay. You said that you help with patrolling the building that you're in to just make sure that everything is safe and secure.
Trained by fireman yesterday, by a local fireman. He came to our door. This is I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this. This is a building where families of scientists, of Ukrainian scientists, live. So there are people with children, there are elderly people, and here we have about 100 people, and about 30 men. So we were told how to use water hoses. We checked them and connected on every floor in case of a fire, and we were given extinguishers with powder to use them in case of something bad happens.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, right now we have a duty around the whole dorm. Who have a 24-hour duty because, war and missiles are scary, of course, but the main problem for us, I think, right now is morale. Actually, yesterday we noticed some kind of guy that he was passing around, looking into different corners on the street, and then he drew something on the fence, something like like a big white cross on the fence, and we are actually told by our local government to report these things because there are a lot of saboteurs in Kyiv that are trying to help Russian army to invade. And we got on the street and tried to remove this mark. It was a big white cross.
Mm-hmm.
So, that is why we have to, be on guard. I guess we have enough men to protect ourselves, but we don't have weapons. And we're really scared that marauders might be weaponized, and they might come and, do something bad.
Mm-hmm.
But to this time, to this hour, everything seems to be okay. I'm in the kitchen right now, looking at the street. Everything seems to be fine. There's no people. The sun is rising at 7 a.m. right here. Everything looks like a regular fall morning for all these events.
Mm-hmm. How do you get information about the situation? Like, is the government posting somewhere and you guys are following like what the status is and what you're supposed to be doing?
This is actually exactly how we know what to do because, as I've mentioned before, the internet is still working, and we are able to watch our official government channels and use. Actually, for me, it is very useful. It is very helpful to use official or Telegram channels. So channels in Telegram in this app. They are posting different news, and we have this app in Kyiv that is called Kyiv Цифровой. It's like Kyiv Digital. So this application is used in buses, in trams to pay for the ride, but right now it is used to spread the information, and it notifies you about the sirens. So there are some regions in Kyiv where there is no access to hearing the sirens. So they don't have a way to get notified that the air attack is coming. So that is the way for them to get this information. Mm. For me, I hear sirens, then I get this notification in my phone from this Kyiv Digital app. And after all of this, I go and hide in the basement.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that you're safe and you're kind of rallying your spirits and so on. It's been really inspiring to see the courage of your people, and it's really good to hear your voice and know that you're okay.
That I'm not in the worst situation. There are cities in Ukraine that are actually burning. For example, Chernihiv, Kharkiv. They are suffering a lot more because Kyiv is a capital and it is protected. But overall, I'm really grateful for you to reach out, to be, this polite and this helpful. It really means a lot, especially in moral terms, in moral aspects. Thank you for this connection, Neuro.
Well, love you, fam. Wish the best for all of you.
Love
and
you too.
It's been cool to see a lot of the world be unified on this front in supporting Ukraine and doing what they can. A lot of us don't really know how we can help. So what would you say would be things that we can do, just gamers and people on the internet, to support you if we can't be there in person?
You are doing a lot already. You could have just, you could have just played StarCraft and not pay attention to anything that happens. And now you are talking to me, and you are actually really worried about what's happening. I guess, that is the best help we can get right now. Apart from this, from minor military stuff, this comes from your government and from the government of European Union, from people who just live in their countries. The best way for us to feel not alone and not to drown in despair is just to feel connected. So I'm really grateful, and from all my family, they know that I'm speaking to you right now. I told that I've been following you for 5+ years that I played StarCraft, and that you actually was so kind to reach and hear from me. So from all my family, you have our greatest gratitude. Thanks a lot.
Well, I'm happy to listen to you and hear about your situation. And if I can give you any word of encouragement, it would be that many people don't know the depths of their resolve and how strong they really are until they face something that's truly terrible. And you're faced with that now. So it might seem like maybe it's too much, but you have more courage than you realize. And I hope for your strength and endurance through this. The world's on your side, and we're cheering for you, man. We love you all. I wish you as much peace of mind as you can possibly have in such a situation, but be vigilant.
I never talk to my family. Thank you for this conversation. It's been really helpful.
Thank you, Bittersugar. He dipped out there. I hope he's staying safe. Really nice seeing the encouragement in the chat. Slava Ukraini. Hell yeah.
Jeff definitely changes the feel when you actually hear from somebody on the ground, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think a big difference is when you're looking at war, a lot of it gets reduced to statistics, and people are thinking about the statistics of how many lives have been lost and this and that causes people to think about the numbers, but you don't really think about the voices and the actual fear and the pain and the danger that's involved in the situations that are there. So we didn't really get into a ton of detail in the conversation, but just getting the vibe is really important too, because it seems like he's in the city and just the environment itself is very spooky and dangerous, so everyone has to be on high alert, listening to what the government is telling people to do for their best practices and so on. You're welcome, Bittersugar. Really big of you to come on and share that. It took a lot of courage. Love you, man. Love to your family as well.